The hot air balloon is the oldest successful human-carrying flight technology and is a subset of balloon aircraft.
As we are watching all the balloons go up and navigate the beautiful skies here in New Mexico, we're all interested to know how they figure out where exactly they are.
That's right. And joining us now to tell us more about balloon technology is our tech expert, Nika Allen. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, do you love the Balloon Fiesta?
I love the Balloon Fiesta.
Have you gone yet?
I try to go every year. I went
cool.
Saturday morning,
so you're
got
already,
to see
you
Dawn
got your
Patrol and
one
everything. It was the perfect day there. It was beautiful.
All right, and now we're
Absolutely.
going to merge these two things. Your two loves. Well, we're going to say Balloon Fiesta is one of your loves, and technology, obviously. So why do balloonists need technology?
Well, it's important for a couple reasons.
Sure.
First of all, as you probably know, balloons don't have a lot of capability to move in different directions. It's not like
Right.
a car. You can basically move it up and down with using the controls in the balloon, and then you can move it horizontally by just using the air current.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
yeah, we've got some video here.
We have some video here. That can make it potentially dangerous for people when they're landing because you can't really control where you're going. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of different things that you could land on. You could land on a power line. We've seen a lot of accidents happen. I even saw the other day someone land on the freeway.
Wow.
So it can
Yeah,
be
that
very
could
dangerous.
That'd be kind of scary. So basically what I'm hearing is our pilots, they moderate their altitude and rely on
Yep,
wind and draft.
Exactly. They use the altitude and the draft of the wind to actually move themselves through the sky. And we actually, in New Mexico, have no land zones. So when they're landing, there are actually areas that they can't land in.
Oh, okay.
So they used to kind of have to open up a big map and say, okay, well, where am
Wow.
I? How do I know? And if you're from maybe out of the country,
Yeah.
how
Yeah,
are you
you
supposed
can't-
to
you can't
know?
escape.
No. They're like,
Exactly.
hey, just
So
go
how
by
do-
I-25 and
How do our
I-40.
balloonists today use technology to help them make that easier, their landings?
Yeah.
So there's actually an app called Avenza PDF Maps.
Okay.
Of course, there's
Of course,
an app.
there's an
There's an
app.
app
You
for
know,
that,
I love
really?
apps. So, and it allows cartographers, map makers, to actually upload maps to this application.
Okay.
And Mike McKnight, who is the information systems manager at the Balloon Fiesta, created a couple maps for our balloonists to use to help them navigate the skies. And you can see this is an example of some of the maps they have on there, not the specific ones that we're talking about.
Okay.
But, and you can actually take these maps and download them offline so they're living on your device so you don't need to use the internet. And it can
okay.
track where you are in the sky.
That
So the
is
balloonists are
great.
taking these up there with them.
Yep, so now the balloonists are taking their tablets and they're taking
Yeah.
them up in the balloons and they are able to kind of keep track of their whole flight pattern. They can actually see where they've gone throughout the
wow.
city and watch as they're above in the sky and make sure they're not going to land on a no land zone.
That is so cool.
They're color coded in different areas of where they can land and where they can't.
Okay.
And so it can help them be very helpful for their landing.
Okay, so I'm not a balloonist, but
Yet.
can somebody like me, like the average person, use an app like this? Use this app?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
First of all, the app is free.
Oh,
A lot of the
wonderful.
maps cost money, but there's also free maps on there as well.
Okay.
Okay.
And the app is available on iOS and Android, so we can all use it on our different devices, which we always love. And there's a lot of unique maps. So there's maps for biking, there's maps for trails, and you can track yourself. So there's Google Maps, which is good for a lot, or
Sure.
Apple
So
Maps.
same map, different sort
but
of purpose.
these are like specific maps, which
Yeah,
still
hiking,
have
biking, that's
exactly
great.
things like that.
Are
So
you a
we
hiker
can
and
find
a
all
biker?
of those.
Well, I am, yeah, and I like the fact that you don't, sometimes if you're hiking, you don't necessarily, or on your bike, you don't have internet service. So if you, but
Yeah.
you do, you tend to have your phone.
Exactly.
And that's really neat. You can track how far you went, which.
Yep, you can
So I
see
can
your
brag to
distance.
my buddies.
You
Not
can
that I
input
brag.
things
Look how
into the
far
app.
I ran, everybody. Of
Yeah.
course you do. Man, this is cool, so cool. Thank you, Nika. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So if you want to get your hands on this app, just head to Casa.com and click on the Style tab for a link.